Let's get ready to riot!
Adam Taxon here. As was fairly predictable, new information came in overnight, courtesy of Missouri-based The Gateway Pundit, who is the single best source for thinking Americans for all information related to the Barack Obama and Eric Holder instigated powder keg in Ferguson, Missouri, and possibly a powder keg in now so many other places. Although it's possible that it might not erupt anywhere, we'll see. Not even in Ferguson. It's quite a presence of police and National Guards, etc. now. But it's definitely something you want to bookmark. TheGatewayPundit.com. It is around 8 a.m. Eastern Time on Monday, November 24th. And the newest piece from Jim Hoft, the man behind the Gateway Pundit, is titled Ferguson Protesters Vandalize St. Louis City Landmark. The changed title, changed from what you're seeing on the YouTube video, that's my own contribution. But here is what Jim Hoft writes. Ferguson protesters marched Sunday in St. Louis City, as opposed to St. Louis County, near the Vonderrit Myers Memorial on Shaw Avenue. Vonderrit Myers, who was 18, was shot dead when he fired on police in October near the Botanical Gardens in St. Louis. Myers was charged with murder at 16 but was not convicted after the witness did not show up. Adam interjecting here, how nice. Maybe Obama's base types can name a school after Vonderrit Myers after they get done dedicating one to just deceased D.C. Mayor Marion Barry. The Grim Reaper done set me up. Sorry, I digress. Back to the piece that Hoff puts up there. The Vonderrit Myers Memorial was covered with plastic on Sunday night. The protesters shut down Kings Highway. The protesters also vandalized the landmark on Flora Place and Grand. That is what you're seeing here, and that's what the title of Jim Hoft's piece is referring to. The vandals wrote, "If we burn, you burn with us. FTP," which stands for Fuck the Police. He continues, when we drove over to check out the vandalism, it was already painted over. The landmark is located blocks from where the Ferguson protesters were marching. And more. This is from a tweet from the Anarcho-Communist Solidarity Alliance, and it had this posted at 11:30 p.m. And that tweet says, "If we burn, you burn with us." And you know by now that the comments section for all these things, anything controversial, anything the mainstream media won't touch, especially racial issues, or even minimally racial issues, they can be quite entertaining. So here are a few from the comments to the piece on thegatewaypundit.com. Lou Ann Watson's comment is pretty funny. But let's see what they've got when they have to make good on those idle threats. I'm thinking they're going to be the only ones burning. Charles Hammond responded to the if we burn, you burn with us comment by writing, "Then stop setting yourself on fire, you morons." Southern Sue's contribution is this. "So these animals are willing to die. For what? What is it these animals want? Just let them self-destruct. Whites that aren't commies should leave this broken state. Their limp-wristed governor is a pansy for Obambi. Any state that has a demon rat gov is going down the tubes. Just look at the states run by these demon rat morons." By the way, I'm from Pennsylvania, and I think that might be the only state that has changed from a Republican to Democrat governor in the last election. But not that I really spend much time in Pennsylvania now, but interesting to note. We'll see what happens to Pennsylvania. And finally, the last comment is this relatively long but insightful one from Archer52. Really worth paying attention to what he says here. Again, who is paying for the organizers to be there? They have to eat, sleep, travel, so someone is footing the bill. Jim, find out who. Are they staying at hotels? Who pays the bill? If the government of the United States of America is funding the burning down of a city, injuries, and death for political advancement of one party, that should be page 1. Follow the money. As for the rest of you out there, follow the Rodney King theory of crowd control. If they burn their homes down, watch. If they turn into your neighborhood or try to loot your business, stop them. 53 thugs were killed in those riots. He's referring to the LA riots. I think 32 are still unsolved. Many of the initial injuries, including Denny's, were caused by the crowd because the police fled the area. And they will flee the area again under the orders of the DOJ. Given the choice of protecting your life and protecting the lives of the rioters, our government has picked the rioters. Think about that for a second. Hell, we didn't just cross the Rubicon. We crossed it years ago. Anyhow, stay tuned here, and to do so, subscribe to the Ataxin channel on YouTube, ATAXIN, where you are right now. Hit subscribe. and subscribe to that for breaking developments related to the Ferguson lynch mob against Officer Darren Wilson. Grand jury might well be coming today. This has been Adam Taxon.